We are live from my house, my bedroom. Yep, nothing new. Cut day. Marlon Mack got cut. Tyler Beatty got cut. Other than that, I didn't really see anybody that got cut that I cared about. That I know of so far. I mean, I haven't been paying attention the last 2 hours, but as far as I know, nobody else. $10 in the old account. Button hook. Silly. That is a silly. So we're doing the button hook again tonight. I think that's what it's called, right? Look, I'm not crazy. NFL. The button hook, 3 entry. 3:15 at 9:15 we'll be joining the draft. 9:15. 9:15. We are on YouTube and Twitch. We are live. How we doing today? How we doing? Make sure that I didn't miss any YouTube comments real quick. Let's see here. We got 5 notifications. That said from EJ says, nice draft. Welcome back. Thank you. Hit that like button. Thank you. What else? What else we got in the comment section? New subscriber, Bill Doe Slice. EJ did his 24-hour draft. The rewatch. I'm gonna have to watch that. Obviously, I was on vacation, so I didn't get to see it, and I missed out on today's back half of the show, the draft part of. Hey, Dennis and Blake, how we doing? How was your test? Hopefully you passed. Ugh. Your CPA test, right? I was like, my screen looks so dark, but it's because. There we go. I had to put it in RGB, so it would be a little bit darker when I was on my computer. How we doing? Dennis? How we doing, Blake? Ready to draft? It's gonna be close. Yeah. Hey, take close. You gotta take it again. But hey, if you're close, worst comes to worst. I had a test for insurance when I was early on, going into insurance, and I failed it. Failed it poorly, so I'm sure you're going to do a lot better than I did. They put us in this room, there's an off-site testing area. They put me in this room, dead silent. It was the worst. You can't listen to anything. It had to be super quiet. I think you can take it online now, but it's we had to go to an off-site testing facility. It was the worst. And I studied for the wrong stuff. Now that I'm a few years in, I probably should retake it and pass it, but I better. My teacher recommended me to an accounting firm the other day and might have an interview next week. Oh, you're killing it, Blake. You're killing it, man. I caught some of EJ's and drafted twice with him live. It was cool. I like BFFL. Well, Dennis, now that you say something, I will be drafting with him tomorrow. Doing a drafters with him, so I won't be streaming here tomorrow. I'll be over with BFFL. So if you guys want to catch me, I'll be over there tomorrow. It's I only really have one time to draft in. It's right now, so I'll be drafting with him tomorrow, live on his show. He was gracious enough to come over here. I feel like I was, kind enough to return the favor, so I'll be over there. If I have anything in my beard, just let me know. Some of the people in my test room had a 7 to 9 hour test. No, thank you. No, thank you. I had a 2 hour test and I couldn't handle the quiet, so I just straight up I finished it. I feel like I did. I had some lint on my nose. Yeah, we're all cheering for you, Blake. You're gonna make a killing off best ball. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the test. I'm telling you, if I make 200K, if I just pretty much bink any best ball tournament, there's only like 10. If you really think about it, really not that many tournaments. If I just bink one of them, I feel like I can come out next year and say, hey, look, this is my resume. Please, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll do this full time, But until then, we'll probably just continue to work in insurance. Yep. I should be able to watch tomorrow. Sweet. Yeah. I told him around 9, and he said, I think he said that'd work. So tomorrow 9, says he's gonna send me a link. So I'm excited. I haven't been on another person's stream since I did the one with Eric. Which, if you look at the team that Eric and I drafted, I'm sure I've talked about it a few times by now, but my glasses always seem like this looks like it's right, but on my screen. But look here, my face is just uneven. It drives me insane. You gained a decent bit, but I know I had a 164, I think, the other day. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate every like and every follow, every subscriber, whatever. It's awesome. It's awesome. We have 5 minutes till we hit the button hook. 5 minutes. Anybody's drafting, please get ready to draft in 5 minutes. So I should probably share my screen. Don't forget to do it, at least I say. Boom. Oh, man. I might have to sneak in tomorrow. I mean, if this feels like I might have to sneak in tomorrow and fill it. This is going to be, we're going to do the third one on Thursday. Hopefully, if it's not like close to filled. If not, we'll do the $25 on Thursday. The $9, yes, the $9 button hook. Let me pull it back up on the screen. Yep. So tomorrow, I don't know which draft we're doing tomorrow, but I'll do whatever he wants to do. He wanted to do like a single entry or something fun on here, but he already done all the $9, and I've already maxed everything else out except for obviously the 2,200 because I don't like that payout, and then the 555. To be honest with you, I'm a little bit broke. When I say that, I mean my spending cash. So I've been saving up for this time of the year, but man, I tell you what, after maxing everything out, it's a little light. And then I've been doing a bunch of Rainmakers. I tell you, Rainmakers is gonna be steep to start off with, and is going to be hopefully pay off towards the end. What do you need? One more? Why didn't you get it when you came in? You can't not be in it. The bunny's making some weird noises. Or is that the cat? That's a cat. I deposited a bit of money to do. We got 3 minutes. I deposited a bit of money to do the Pomeranian 4. I only got 4 drafts in and accidentally let them all go on autopilot because I got distracted. What's it called? I was like, oh, I'll do the Pomeranian when I get home, and I forgot about it. I don't remember. Was that yesterday? I forgot about it, and then I woke up this morning and it was already gone. So I need to do the Scott Fishbowl one, but looks like I might be drafting by myself unless Dennis, you're drafting tonight. All by myself. Everybody should know by now that we go in at 9:15. So anybody that does know when I draft. Oh man. Yeah, so I'm at channel 165 subscribers. Holy cannoli, that's crazy. That is insane. Again, I have to mention it because it's just insane to me. What's your TikTok account? I think it's just Pecan Pecan. I think I have Best Ball Nation as what I wanted to start up with this. If I was doing this full time, it'd be more TikToks on it, but I literally don't have time to do TikTok on there. Let's see here. It's at Piquant dot pecan. So the at symbol PIQUANT dot pecan PECAN. No, you don't have to, Dennis. Please. You're destroying me in drafts. You don't have to draft, please. Oh man. It's not very best ball focused to be honest with you. So if you don't have to follow that currently, better get on this side. It's about to fill. Or about to be 9:15. Boom. Was it the full room or was there extra spaces? All right, 5:12. So we got some time. I don't fill rooms like other people, so I got some people, but nothing crazy. Oh man, we'll take that. Oh, I can see the entrance, right? No, I can't see it on here. It's so weird, like the things you can do on the things you can see on mobile, but you can't see on the PC. But I'll take it. Would have loved to draft, but I need to deposit my DK, and I just found out that they slapped me with the deposit restriction. Oh no! I updated mine just the other day because, and I'm probably gonna put it back on. But I knew that week one of the NFL season, I typically go pretty hard, and there was no way I was gonna remember to deposit $200 every day. I'll probably put it back to $200 a day as soon as the season starts because I don't need to be spending more than $1,400 a week. So you just talked me into it. Oh boy. You have a lot of followers on TikTok compared to your YouTube. You should make a TikTok promoting your channel. Yeah, you're probably right. You want to know how I got so many followers? I just followed other people. I'm not gonna lie. There's no strategy to that. I just if I watch their TikTok, I hit the plus sign. I like the video if I liked it, and now I have 1,100 followers. I mean, I have quite a bit of followers on Twitter. I have no followers on Instagram, but again, it has nothing to do with Best Ball. 100 followers on Instagram. Michael, you in? Let's see here. Let's see how many people we're in. Let's see. Let's refresh it. 9/12. 9/12. I did that with my Instagram. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like TikTok. Again, if I had more time, I'd probably be more on that, more promoting. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Again, I'm not thinking. See, I get home, right? Literally today, I got home at 7:28. I ate, probably got, hung out with my daughter. It's 7:30, 7:40 for a couple minutes, 8 o'clock, 8:13, trying to put my kids to bed. About 8:45, they're finally down, and I get over here and I'm looking at a couple things, and then It's 9 o'clock. So I do the best I can. Then it's like after this, my wife is ready to go to bed. So then it's like time to wrap up shop, whether I'm playing games afterwards, and then it's 5 o'clock in the morning all of a sudden. And it's time to work. I have some good ideas though for when football starts. I'm probably gonna lighten my load on here quite a bit, but I plan on doing like TikTok videos for DFS, and then it's full. It's full. We have confirmation that it's full. It is full. Sweet. And TikToks for DFS. Also doing a DFS show. Doing a resurrection draft throughout the week. Making some clips, learning how to make clips so I can make clips for myself. Learning how to make thumbnails this off, or I say off season, but it's going to be during the season of football. Yeah. You a slow draft guy or fast only? It doesn't matter. So it depends on like if the draft is going to fill, I'll throw like a bunch of slows in. I mean, I'm in 60 or 50. I'm in 57 more best ball Millie Maker on DraftKings, and I still have I think 10 left on the Millie Maker on BBM3. I would say I'm 50-50. I'm not particular one way or the other. I do like to have slows going throughout the draft. Oh, man, my thing didn't load. That's all right. I don't really think I have an advantage or disadvantage either way, though. I don't think there is an advantage. You know, if your winning lineup was a slow or a fast draft by chance, it always intrigues me. Which could be better. I don't because what I would do last year is I would do one in the morning, right? Every morning. I'd just do one in the morning. And then midway through the day, I'd start up another slow. So it's like I would like to try to start a slow with like with different people like in the lobby. Sometimes you can't do it. Like I think at one point last year I was in like 10 drafts with in 10 drafts with Chess is Okay. And it's like I didn't really want to be with in that many drafts with that guy, but like obviously I didn't know who he was. But I had a 50% advance rate, so I don't know if this is going to answer your question or not. But like, obviously, some were slow and some were fast. So it didn't change who I drafted, though. So I was reaching for my guys last year, and it obviously worked out. But I don't think it matters. I think sometimes you get in lobbies where some people are really good drafters and some lobbies where there's some really poor drafters. I do. Hey, Dennis is in the lobby. I didn't even check. I do think I prefer to be in a good lobby because there's typically ADP slaves, or you know who they're going to reach for if it's like in the range. They're going to go for their stack. I'd rather be in that lobby than like a wild lobby, to be honest. Get my 9-week bye running back bros. Poly chips. What's going on, my guy? I saw you in the Statistic chat the other day. I was at work. Just, I said, oh, that's Polly. He said, what's up? Oh. Man, I'd like to be on their stream, but they never invited me. And I don't want to be the guy that like overextends, but they said they were going to try to get me on. And they never did. So I just don't want to be rude. It's been like 3 conversations I had with different people. No, trust me. I'm glued into what everybody else's strategies are in every facet. The only person I hadn't been watching was Fantasy Flock, who Dennis referred me, or I'm pretty sure 99% sure it was Dennis who said I should be watching him. And it's the only other guy I wasn't watching, so now I'm watching him. I'm trying to think of who else does fantasy content that I don't watch. Or not fantasy content, best ball content. I watch a lot of best ball content throughout the day. And or fantasy football content. I'm as glued in as glued can be. So this is a 3 backs. I like to get running backs are like frighteningly scary short all of a sudden with everybody knowing my favorite running backs. Now it's like they go so early. Man, oh man. It's kind of wait. Oh, I was like, it didn't work, but it did work. It's just I always forget that this doesn't pop up during the first round. Cool. Mike Evans is still here. Which round? No, we still got a while. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got Gabe Davis the last time, it looks like. Just in case nobody knows, sometimes I get this question in my DMs or I get tagged. This is my ownership overall on DK. This is my ownership on that tournament. Obviously, I've only done one of these button hooks, so it's either going to be 100 or it's going to be 0. That's the nature of the beast. And I think this number on the side is where they went in the drafts that I've been in, I think. And I think this would be the number that I got them at. I think. Do you know Chip Skylark's strategy, though? I don't know your strategy, Eric. I do know I see you in there. I see you in all the drafts. I know all the content creators' draft strategies. Not very much yours. So this is weirdly enough, this is a strategy that I took in the Puppy 1. I went with these 3 running backs over and over and over and over and over again. And I get it. I'm going to lose week 9, right? But other than week 9, I mean, he could run for 100 yards easily every game. I mean, they're not going to pass it. Like, at least not in my book. He's going to get a ton of touchdowns this year, and he's just going to show that he's going to be like the number 1 running back, right? And obviously, if it wasn't for him or for Harris, he would be the number 1 running back. But since we have the number 1 running back, the potentially number 2 running back, and a top 10 running back, I'm not going to say no to that. Not going to say, damn it. Is that you, Dennis? I don't know why I thought I was going to get either of these guys. I should have grabbed one of them. Damn it, Dennis. I'm in too many BBM drafts with Liam, Spike Week, Pete, and all of them. Yeah, I'd be like, I see you in there, obviously, but I'm in quite a few of those as well. I was randomly in there one time, and because I was like just gonna spam BBM3 today, and I ended up in a Best Ball breakfast one. And ended up in the Best Ball breakfast. Wasn't mad about it. Those percentages, is that the Spike Week thing? Yes. Poly chips. That is the Spike Week thing. Draft IQ. I'm assuming just heard that bye week Twitter is shaking looking at this team. I bet you are sweating when that was framed. No, like that was the whole thing. It's like when that report came out, it's like it already had happened. And I was like, obviously something had happened because he wasn't practicing and he was sitting out, and it was because I thought this was because somebody stepped on his foot. Turned out it was a sprain. That shit happens. I mean, and clearly he the way to heal it was to rest and whatnot. And they wouldn't have put him out on the field if it was bothering him, right? Clearly it wasn't bothering him, so he's out there. So was I worrying? I won't say that my heart didn't skip a beat, but would it be the first time that I lost my 70% running back to an injury? No. I literally had Derrick Henry in almost every league last year. So I'm not new to this, like, my player went down kind of thing. It sucks. I don't want it to happen, but it happens. I randomly ended up in a few BBMs with Herzik, Pete, some tough leagues I joined. I've ended up with Evan Silva a couple times, Herzik a few times, Josh Larkey, and I ended up with Larkey in a lot of early drafts, though. I have a couple slugs with Pete that I was in, like random ones. I've spent $500 on Best Ball this season. Let's hope I can win $1 million or get my $500 back. Yeah. I spent probably like $4,000 last year. Had I not won the millie, I probably would have made. Had I come in last on the finals, I would have made like $5,000 that week or that year. So I would have came out 2,000 positive, but it's not easy, making your money back. To be honest, because they take all that money and they put it all at the top. So if you're not winning it, you're probably not going to win your money back. To be honest with you. Just realized it did something. It's going to backfire. Or maybe it won't. Nah, it's going to backfire. Yeah. That's all right. That is all right. Dameon Pierce at 53. This is insane. I mean, I love Dameon Pierce, and I love that he's like flying up the boards. But that's just insane, right? Oh, thank you, Dennis. I imagine streaming while drafting is tough because I see all the experts draft. I hate their lineups. I just assume they're getting sniped or not focused. I will say it is hard as hell to focus on drafting when talking. I've got 100% Trey Lance in this thing. We're 100% on Trey Lance. Okay, why not? Yeah, it's. I've definitely not. I've missed a pick, but I think it's more on DraftKings that they don't have a clock like that moves with this because it's like hard to focus on like I'm making a decision, and it's not like that I'm like struggling to make decisions, but like I'm like, oh, maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do that, and I don't want to put people in my queue because they do typically get taken, It's not like I don't even know if it's getting taken on purpose, but I'm a little superstitious about having it on there anyways. But yeah, ETR did a draft the other week, and it was a disaster. So, oh yeah, the one where they went 0 RB, yeah, that was fucking hilarious. Uh, I mean, they definitely had some mistakes, right, on that team, but they could have. I mean, it's one of those drafts where you can. I think that league you could like. I don't do any FFPC. I think I'm saying that right. You could do roster moves, right? And if uh if they just do like all in pretty much on the running back that's gonna explode from this after the first week, which is what typically happens, they'll be all right. They'll be all right. So I feel good on running back, obviously. Um, and now we just smash receiver. Feel good about tight end. Up in 8 picks. Look at all those people with receivers. Not many people are going to be smashing receiver for like the next foreseeable future, like I'm going to. Heck, this might be a 1-3 15 bill, baby. That'd be funny. That'd be a funny team to look at. We still got some good receivers out here. We got correlation with Hunter Renfro out here. Obviously, I'm a big fan of the top 4 right in front of me. Kadarius Toney's good. I won't be taking Hopkins on a team like this. Actually, it probably wouldn't be bad and just get guys that'll be playing until week 6, kind of thing. But like, nobody's running back room is better than mine. Nah, there's no way. I got one of the best tight end QB combos out here. Not the best, but one of the best. Yeah, you think that I would be drafting completely different after 3 months, but I'm still drafting the same people. I'm still drafting Harris, still drafting Devontae, Bateman, Chubb. I would say Kittle is a Lancer. I wouldn't say new by any means, but that was like right before the draft. I started jumping on that bandwagon. What was it April? Let's see. We take those. We take those. Pick history. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Any crazy picks happening? 147. I'll never draft Amari Cooper. It's kind of crazy. Like I feel like he was going in the 50s and 40s early on. Maybe I'm crazy, but 82 seems pretty high for him. When I don't like somebody, you could see their number is just skyrocketed. I don't like I don't like him. He smells funny. To be fair, I have not touched my rankings, and I have definitely had to focus a little bit more. I might be on the clock. I am on the clock. Oh shucks. Boop. That's an easy pick. That's an easy pick for me. Oh man. Hey, get the bye week police. Get the bye week police. are you targeting Jets players? Just curious. I mean, I have one Jets player on this team, but if you're curious about like my overall structure, their playoff their playoff schedule is there's no other team with a better schedule than the Jets. They start off with the Lions, then they get the Jaguars, and then they get Seattle. If you don't think that they're not going to be the team that like this year's Detroit Lions, where they don't come back and they're like this flashy team that's, they didn't make it this year, but they're got a lot of momentum going into next year. If you don't think that's New York this year, you're silly. You're silly if you don't think that. They're going to – this injury could not have come better for Zach Wilson. He's going to come back probably week 6. Well, let's give him week 4. Let's say he misses a couple weeks just because, they want him full back to healthy. They don't want to risk it, right? They're 0-4. They're 1-3, something like that. He comes back. Let's look at their schedule. NYJ Jets schedule. Seymour. So they get the Ravens. We don't want to play them. So they're 0-1. Let's say he doesn't come back for the Jets or for the Browns and Bengals. So they're they're 1-2 right now. They face the Steelers. They might be 2-2. He comes back October 9th. He's facing the Steelers. Not bad. Or he's facing the Dolphins. That's a good team to come back to. Faces the Packers, tough game, but they're 2-4. Gets the Broncos. Sneaks out a win against the Broncos in Denver. So they're 3-5 or whatever. I don't know. I've already lost myself. They lose to the Patriots because they just can't keep up with their run offense. They lose to the Bills, but then they come back with all these other games. They take 1-1 from the Patriots. They beat the Bears. They beat the Vikings. Well, they lose to the Vikings. They lose to the Bills. So they're pretty much out of it. They're not in the playoff hunt anymore. But then they slam all these wins. Give me a second. I'm thinking. Then they slam all these wins. They beat the Lions. They beat the Jags. They beat the Seahawks for the final game. And then who cares about Week 18? So they finish up with like a little under 500. What was Seattle's? Let's see here. First 11. That's my theory and thought process, Brandon. Sorry if I was rambling or not answering politely. I'm not going to Tom Brady and say there's a bunch of shit going on, but I'm pretty pooped. I'm ready for the season to get fucking going, man. Yeah, I'm huge on the Lions this year, but I see them only winning 7 to 8 games. Right? Obviously, we all know who the number 1 pick is going to go to. Well, it's between 2 teams. It's between Chicago and Atlanta. Those are going to be the 2 bad teams that we can kind of count on to be bad. Right? What's good, Jarvis? How we doing tonight? And then there's going to be some injuries that take down some other teams. Oh, thank you, Paulie. Yes, Seattle is going to be one of those trash teams for sure, 100%. How could I forget about that? I can't help myself. I just love what I love. Yeah, no, like, and you don't have to reach for any of the Jets guys. Like, you don't have to reach for a single one of them. They fall to you. No one's. I mean, I've been taking Garrett Wilson from when he was like average ADP of 100, and now he goes in like the 130 range sometimes. Like, I think I got him at 140 yesterday. Him and Rashad White. I got him on one. Like, it was. I had a back-to-back pick. I got 139 to 140 or something along those lines. I think that's where the turn pick is. I got him at this turn pick. I got him at 132, 133 today. Drew Lock is so bad. The Dallas preseason game was terrible. I love it though. I love how that turned out because it's gonna put Drew Lock on the bench early, right? I don't want him playing for till week 12, right? And then I want him and Seattle start him to come in Seattle, and he's going to be another one of those guys that, he gets a couple wins, and now he's kind of a viable quarterback, but they're not going to keep him because they know there's some good quarterbacks in the draft, and he's just going to be slinging it like Brett Favre, right? Getting some interceptions, like kind of like Jameis Winston and his, like, final year. I don't have any Drew Lock, so this is not a statement for Drew Lock. Just saying, like, hopefully this is what happens. And that Week 17 game, Seattle, Jets, we get some fireworks. And it doesn't even matter who the quarterback is for the Jets. Now, I did make a big bet on Zach Wilson being the guy, right? But that was more I was making a bet on the Jets for those 3 weeks. Again, I'm going heavy elite quarterback, and then I followed up with Zach, and occasionally I threw in a third quarterback, but typically I had just those two. But again, we saw clear as day, like, you can win with just one quarterback. Liam won with practically just Josh Allen. And I'm not saying you should ever go one quarterback because it's stressful. I don't think it's a plus EV move, but you can win with just one quarterback, technically. I won with just one tight end. Robert Tonyan produced, I think, one usable week last year. Yeah, Seattle's going to be the worst. Seattle's going to be the worst. Followed very closely by the Bears. Then I think third will be the Raiders or the Falcons. And then the Panthers. And then if things don't correct itself, maybe the Cowboys, man. Do I have enough? I probably have two. I don't have any rookies. All right, I have one rookie, but sometimes I guess I hit this button and it auto-corrects. So. We're going to get 10 wide receivers before we look at anything else. Do you have someone you take in the last couple rounds consistently? What rounds are we talking here, Brandon? Because I've varied. To be honest with you, it used to be Nico Collins that I take around the 16th-ish round. Then he got steamed up really high, and then lately, well, let's just go with what I've been doing lately. It's been a lot of Danny Gray, Kyle Phillips lately. I don't want you to take my word for it because last year I had 95% Colin Johnson. To be fair, he looked amazing in preseason last year. He looked amazing this year in preseason with this year towards ACL. He just needed a chance. They didn't give him a chance. It is what it is. Better luck next year. Like at least the last three, like late dart throws. Yeah, Kyle Phillips, Danny Gray. I'm trying to think. So who have I been taking? David Bell he's late now. David Bell. We're big Kendrick Bourne fans in the BBN fam. Zay Jones, but he's kind of creeping up. I've been getting a bunch of Jameson Williams lately. Let's go running backs. Let's look at each one of them. Do I have anything? I highly doubt that I do. Brevin Jordan in the last couple rounds. Yeah, not really much in the tight end section. Running backs. This should be more telling. Let's see here. I go a lot of Keontae Ingram, Hassan Haskins, Snoop Doggy Dog Connor. I'm with the field on Ernest. Close to field the TDP, but he's on the last 3 rounds. Yep. I've been getting a lot of Travis Homer lately, too. I don't know. Just the way I like the way he plays. 2%. Who's that 2% of? Drew Lock. 2% Garoppolo. 1% Willis. 1% Trubisky. Zach Wilson, but that was I had a different ADP of Zach Wilson. Not really. Davis Mills, I guess. I should probably should switch it over just to see what's going on here. Madison, if he makes it back soon. Just saw a report that multiple teams are interested in trading for Bourne. What are your thoughts if he gets shipped? It would only definitely mess up a ton of my Pat stacks. Yeah, it'd mess up mine too. I guess it depends where he'd go to. If he went to like the Browns, that's like the worst possibility that he could go to. But if he went to like the Ravens, is he immediately their number 2 receiver? Like, right? I mean, their second wide receiver, not the pass catcher, because obviously that belongs to Mark Andrews 1, Rashad Bateman 2. Trying to think of teams that he could go to that would make sense. He wouldn't fit well in Los Angeles. He might fit well for the Rams. They need a number 3. The Rams could easily use a number 3 on their team. Tutu Atwell's okay. You know, then the McCutcheon guy was okay. You know, this might be my first share of Alberto. You know, double it up, running back, tight end, same team. Right? We're at 135. We're at 152. I mean, no Dulcich, right? So why not? I like Cedric Wilson late. Yeah, that's not bad because, like, you're just – I mean, Jalen Waddle's already dealing with an injury. Not to say that he's going to deal with it all season, but it's like one of those injuries that, like, he's, like, feeling tight. It's like, are you doing that because you don't want to practice? Or are you saying that because you actually have a hamstring injury? And those suck the worst. Do you need to get out, Cat? I stole my daughter's coffee pillow. It's good for the back. That's how you know you're old. You're old. You're grabbing pillows from my back. Brian Edwards and Sterling Shepard, easy. My last 2 round picks. I mean, yeah, those are great picks too. I mean, he's going to be the number 2 receiver for Atlanta. Sterling Shepard, hit or miss, like who knows? Like, because he hasn't played yet, has he? Since he's been off the injury, since off the pup. So we got our tight end. Tight end's done. Or is it? Yeah, we're done. See you week 9. Alrighty. We take Alec Pierce there. We like it, and we like it. And anybody can snipe me here, but clearly I'm setting up for a Zach Wilson late quarterback too on this team. I may go with a third quarterback, but that'd be highly unlikely because I'm banking on, Trey to be a stud. And then playoff weeks, we just use Zach. Zach is a smash. I may be very convicted with the players that I am, but if you look at it, if let's just say I'm wrong with every player take that I have, right? Let's just say that. Let's just say I'm wrong on every player take, which, to be honest, probably not true. Let's just say that I am. If I lose 37.50 or 15,000, if I lose that 10 times, it sucks. Sucks huge, right? Even though I'm working, it's particularly, much like gambling money. But if I bink it one time, like they're all paid for. That's how I'm approaching my crazy take sometimes. It only takes once, and I think I'm a good enough player / evaluator of talent that I know what I'm doing. With me not in this draft, I'm definitely going to sound the Kyrie Williams alarm for you. The report is getting tested and has sealed the deal with me for him. That he's getting tested has sealed the deal. Oh, you say he's getting tested in the God damn it, Jetsons. I was going to try to pick up Hayden Hurst because he has a week 10 bye. All I have for week 9 buys. Are you saying I should draft him? Is that what you're saying? Oh, he's getting arrested and it says sealed the deal for me. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough to tell. I mean, what if they bring in Alexander Madison? Because, he was getting trade rumors and whatnot. I don't know. No, you're good, man. You're good. I was just trying to. I was giving you a benefit of the doubt. I clearly need spell check and speech check, if we're going to be honest, sometimes. Hopefully, by this week, at the end of this weekend, I get all this shaved by the guy. Yes. This is just atrocious. Looks like it's static underneath my beard, or underneath my face. Let's see here. No, I'll put them in my queue. I'm sure that. I mean, F it. Why not? You put it out there. I'm taking your word for it, Michael. We're gonna draft him. We're gonna take him right here for you. Put him on our team. Put him on the winner. I don't need him, but let's put him on there. Week 7 bye. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Why not? Is anybody going to be mad if he's amazing? Nope. I'm not going to take TDP anymore. I got 6%. I'm good with it. If he's good, he's good. And if he's bad, he's bad. Spiller stuff is definitely concerning. It's a little bit over the field. I was indifferent to start off with, and then everybody was on it. So I'm like, am I missing something? So I jumped on it a little bit. I should have just stuck to my guns and said, he's going a little too early for what his value probably is worth. I was like, what's that noise? But my wife is playing with the puppy. Yeah, would be you, Dennis. Who'd you take, Dennis? Okay, keep my eye on you, Dennis. Ba, ba, ba. Hopefully we get Zay here on the turnaround, but I'm not going to hold my breath. We got enough tight ends now. We got 3 tight ends. Oh, the cat is out there fighting with the dog. Honestly, after we get Zach, I'll be good. I'll be good. It's going to be a 2, 4, 6, 13. Nope, 9. 2, 4, 11, 9 build. I cannot think. 2, 4, 11, 3 build. Ba, 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 ba. As a last pick, I say he's a good bit. Him and Keontae, because he's a solid RB, even overall. Kyron, because he's a shoe-in for Henderson whenever Henderson gets an annual injury. I wanted to go off, but ended up with Mills. Oh, okay. Oh, someone sniped you on Goff? Who took Goff? Or did you want Goff in some the last 24? Let's check out the last 24's team. Does it make sense? You got Zay Jones. But why is he taking Goff? I mean, he's got the knowledge to stack Josh Allen with Dawson Knox. Why Goff? Does he know something we don't know? I don't know what he knows that I don't know. I'm not taking the MILF Hunter. It was long ago he got a trophy. That's fine. You don't have to take him. Well, I'm trying to figure out this guy with Zay Jones and Jared Goff. I don't like that he's taking guys on teams that I like. I mean, he's got some good. He's got a good team, but it doesn't correlate the way you'd want it to. But maybe that's what he's looking for. Maybe he doesn't think we're. He's got good players. I mean, that's subject to opinion. But I'm a big fan of Dotson, Madison, Zay, Goff. I'm a huge fan of Burks, but it is what it is. I don't know. It's a weird team to me. It's a weird good team. No fun. Who do you have that you need to be drafting Zach Wilson? Like, it makes no sense. Oh! Well, now I need to draft a quarterback that's just a random quarterback that doesn't correlate with anything, because that's just what we do in this draft. Carson Wentz, he plays against San Francisco and Cleveland. Like, what? They're not making logical decisions. Whatever, dude. Whatever. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you take Zach Wilson with no stack, unless you're just planning on stacking with Braxton Berrios in the last round? That's fine. It's not the quarterback he needs. I do need a comeback. So Johnson, I think is his name. Not that it matters to have a comeback player, but sometimes it does. Sometimes it's nice to have that guy. We got Bateman and Najee, KC guy. Blows my mind on how people draft sometimes. Do we have any other crazy correlation? I mean, we could throw Curtis Samuel here. What round is this? 18 and 20? Let's get Curtis Samuel. We have Carson Wentz. Stacks with, with them. So it's a Carson Wentz, Curtis Samuel game versus Nick Chubb, potentially. Should get these two receivers, unless they're here and they're just stream sniping me, which is fine. If that's the case, that's fine. But if they're not in here and they're drafting these players, it blows my mind. If they're not in here, like watching me draft, and that's like they took Zach Wilson because they thought it'd be funny. That I get. If they're in here just drafting off the cuff, it's like, don't you want to spend $9 elsewhere? There's like plenty of $3 tournaments you can enter and waste your money there. Drafting Zach Wilson and Mark Ingram. Oh, also, I haven't been on since the report of Najee's Lisfranc thing. He had the report, the first initial report from NBC Edge or whatever, is he had an injury. Everybody's think that he still has the injury, and he got it during that preseason game. He had the injury. He no longer has the injury. He rested, and that is why he took time off from like a lot of the camps and preseason games, was so that he didn't injure it anymore, because that's what took out Etienne last year. He rested it. He's good to go. He wouldn't have played in that last preseason game had he not. He also hurdled a guy in that game. Let's just put it in perspective. He hurdled a man. He's good to go. Let's just double check what this guy's doing. With Deontay Foreman and Dante. This guy likes his ACL running backs. All right, as long as you don't take Danny Gray, I think we're good. Okay. It's a little scary. Who are you going with, Dennis? Guarantee we're not. Well, I guess you can tell me, because no one's going to take it from you. And I'm not, obviously, because I already drafted. 2 auto. No, not 2. It's auto drafter behind you. That's always weird. Daniel Bellinger. Not a bad player. Ronald Jones. Joshua Kelly is interesting. Who'd you take? Oh, we got Keontae. Shucks. I was kind of hoping to sneak him in there in the last round. Okay. Have a little bit of that Chargers game, because as you guys do know, I am going to that Chargers Rams game, week 17. I will be front row in the end zone. So when you are about to win $1 million from Joshua Palmer, I will be in the end zone cheering it on as well. I need to get a Joshua Palmer jersey. I think that's what I need. I got a Herbert. I got a Mike. I need a Palmer jersey. Blake, you're back. It is the end of the episode. I'm just kidding. I do need to repeat the team for the audio listeners or the people that come in at the last second or just tune in. It's cracking me up every time I look at all the week 9 plays. It's unique. All right, so my team, we have got Trey Lance, Najee Harris, Javonte Williams, Rashad Bateman, Elijah Moore, Kadarius Toney, George Kittle, Nicholas Chubb, Tyler Lockett, Garrett Wilson, Joshua Palmer, Nico Collins, Alberto as my first share of him, Alec Pierce, Kyron Williams for the boys, Brevin Jordan, Carson Wentz, Curtis Samuel, Danny Gray, Joshua Kelly to top it off. And we know we got Dennis in here. Oh, we started with let's just see DK Metcalf. That makes my eyes pop. He's got Tua Tags as his number 1 QB, DeAndre Swift, AJ Dillon, Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, ASB, stay please, Dallas Goedert, DK Metcalf as his 4, which is always crazy to say out loud, Ramondre Stevenson, Tyler Boyd, Ron Dolly Moore, Justin Fields, Gesicki, Zamir White, Christian Watson, Davis Mills, Cedric Wilson Jr., Kendrick Bourne, Keontae Ingram, Josiah DeGuara. I mean, he killed it too. I feel like I always like the people that I draft. All of Best Ball Nation, fam. I'm always happy with the drafts that are a part of my group. We all know that. I mean, I don't really get enough Stephon Diggs, but if I'm a big Bills guy. So anytime you can get a Bills player, I'm always a fan of. So obviously one of my highest owned player, decently owned by me. One of my highest owned players, very above average ownership for me on Swift. I mean, obviously Tua Tags has super high upside because of Hill and Waddle. And you may not have had the greatest stacks, but it doesn't matter. It's literally one of the least important parts of your team, especially when you have 3 upside quarterbacks. You can't complain. You got 2 amazingly decent runners with pinpoint accuracy. That we can say about both of these quarterbacks. Whether they have amazing receivers, that's a different story. Well, we know Tua Tags does, but Justin Fields, different story. And you got Davis Mills, second-year quarterback. Obviously, so is Justin, but second-year quarterback coming into his own, has 2 good receivers and a great tight end. So you don't need the stack when you have other great players with them. Sorry if I've been chatting away, but that's what I was just doing. Love the Bills Bengals. Dennis, so do I. I think it might be my highest owned stack. I'm going to pull this up on Spike Week's Draft IQ. Why do I have so much trouble getting clicking on it? I don't know why I do. I guess I could have switched it over. Well, we'll exit out of this, actually. Boop. Big old head. Share screen. Share. Chrome tab. Draft IQ. Let's look at Draftkings. What up, puppy? You're not supposed to be in here. Let's see here. Exposures. So yeah, of my 150 teams, I have 88 Buffalo Cincinnati stacks. I also am a big fan of that game. I know. What's she doing in here? She broke out. Yeah, she's ignoring. Check his team. See, why didn't he say anything while we were drafting? He's just going to come in here and expect me to check his team? I already exited out of it, so I don't even know if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. Contest. Upcoming. Do I do contest? Contest. No, that was a bad choice. Okay. All right. I got to scroll through a couple thousand. Oh, I can do by entry fee. Is this going up or is this going? That's going down. Okay, I need to go up. Oh my God. All right, here we go. Nope, that's not it. Be honest with you, it may not be a go. Oh, there we go. $5 best ball. Second 9. I don't want to edit it. Just look at it. Is this okay? Hold on. I'm pulling it up. Just give me a second. Pull up my face. Remove. Stop screen. Share screen. Chrome tab. On the clock. Which one was he? Irish Steelers 412. And next time you're in here, Irish, tell me you're in here so we can at least like look at your team before I back out. I don't even care if you snipe me. To be honest with you, just tell me you're in here. Let's see what we got here. Irish 412. Okay, you got Burrow, Kamara, James Cook, Jamar Chase. You know we like it already. Mike Williams, Jalen Waddle, T.J. Hawkinson, Jerry Jeudy, Brandon Ayuk. You know we knew we like Brandon Ayuk in this squad. Russell Wilson, Darnell Henderson, Michael Gallup, Rashad White, Juan Daly, Robinson, Jamal Williams, Isaiah Likely, Devin Duvernay, Boston Scott, Cameron Brate, Kyle Phillips. Yeah, it's a great team. Great team. Big on him right now. I don't have any Boston Scott, but I never will. He's not the guy I'll ever want. Isaiah Likely might be getting a little too much hype for my liking. I think it's a lot of talk and not a lot of we'll see kind of thing. Devin Duvernay got the number 2 right now. Rashad White's good value. Good pick, I'm sure. Wandale Robinson is going to start as the slot receiver for the Giants. Hopefully keeps it, but he's going to have some competition with Sterling Shepard. Michael Gallup coming off injury, so he won't be ready for really. I don't. Maybe he will be. I think they said he's coming off the pup or something, but I'm not a big fan. Anyways, Daniel Henderson's a good pick. He'll always have a couple shares. Ayuk, big in this company. Jerry Jeudy, I'm indifferent about. Nothing bad to say, nothing good to say. Hawkinson, we love it. Or I love it. Waddle, good pick. Mike Williams, good pick. Jamar Chase, good pick. James Cook, I'm playing Singletary, but I see the upside for James Cook. Kamara, I hate, but Joe Burrow, I love. So, good team. It's a good team. Good team. What's the correlation, though? What correlation are we talking about here? I just read it. I didn't really pay attention. Buffalo. So you think Duff, Felix, Chase, and Burrow. The Cook bring back. New Orleans plays Philadelphia. You got some Boston Scott. I mean, it's a good team. You got You got both your quarterbacks paired up with their receivers. That's good. Smart. I will say that you're going to be competing for second against me and Dennis. I'm just kidding. I love Chase, so I mean he could easily tear up this league and be a winner for you. And we also love Ayuk. I mean, your receivers are untouched. I don't think anybody's going to touch your receivers. I mean, Dennis has got to give you your run for your money, but yeah, and your running backs are good, so you'll be up there with us. It was a decent draft. I don't think there's got to be there's some fish in this room, obviously. Whoever drafted Zach Wilson and Jared Goff unstacked for no reason, they're the fish in this room. Did I miss anything else? Check his team. Is this the weekend your family leaves, or you'll be drafted constantly? That is next weekend. So right after Thursday night, pretty much we'll be done drafting. I send the family out of town. I say out of town, but like 3 minutes down the road because my mom lives pretty close. And I will have the house to myself with the puppy. So I'll have the puppy with me, but I'll be doing like not a 24-hour live stream or anything like that, but I'll probably stream for at least 8 hours both days. And then maybe I have a morning live stream. I really need to get in contact with that guy from that gambling site. See if he wants somebody to fill in, like an emergency fill in after the first few weeks, because I clearly am going to be busy after the first 2 weeks of after the first weeks of football. My son's birthday is the 18th, and then the week after that, we're going back out to the beach because my in-laws are going to be in town, and we're going to go out to the beach for celebrating my son's birthday for a second time. So the 2 weeks after that, the weekends will be busy for me. But then I figure I can contact that guy and see if he needs like a fill-in for a morning talk or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. So tomorrow I'm going to be on Breathing Fantasy Football literally tomorrow around 9 p.m. I'm assuming he'll start it up around 9 as well. And we'll be doing a drafters draft. So if you haven't done that or haven't signed up, I'm sure somebody has a promo code you can sign up for and use their stuff. I think Spike Weeks is called Spike. They're a good friend of me. They've done good things for me. So use code Spike if you haven't signed up for Spike Week or for drafters. We'll be drafting on there tomorrow. Yep. I think that's going to wrap it up. The doggy's ready to go to bed. I'm ready to play some Call of Duty. And, yeah, I appreciate, dude, all of you guys coming in. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button. It means the world to me. You know how we always do it out here. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. See you guys. Bye.